welcome back to Cat's Ass Nail Creations. Today I'm going to show you one of my Easter designs, which is this awesome chocolate bunny who gets his ears bitten off. So I'm going to start with a pastel pink as a base gel. Give that one good coat. It is a one-step gel, so it has no tacky layer, doesn't require a base or a top, so I'm only going to give this a half cure before I do my second coat. After I get my second coat on, I'll give it the full cure, and then I'm going to burnish in some of Born Pretty's color shifting chrome powder, and this one goes from like a pink to a purple. The plain pink background was just not enough for me, had to glitter it up a bit. So using the heat of the lamp, I'm going to splotch it on there and then give it a good rub in. Make sure to dust off your excess powder. Then I'm using Neo's Urban Graffiti No Wipe Top Coat to seal that shimmer in. So to start off making the chocolate part of our bunny, I'm going to use burnt umber, just regular acrylic paint, and a little bit of black to get it just dark enough so that it matches the exact same color that I mix up of my thermal powders, because the closer those browns are, the more everything's going to mesh together really well, and you're not going to see that separation in the ears to the chocolate bunny when you do go for the little, ta-da, trick. His ears are gone. So I'm going to start off with the face. That way I have perfect placement on the nail for where I want that bunny to rest. I'm going to move into where his ears are going to get bitten off. You're just going to have to kind of imagine where the ears would be and do your little teeth marks, because you can't draw the ears in until you have the thermal powder ready. Touch up my little bite marks a little more. Get his face just how you like it. We can start working down onto the rest of the body. Give him a nice rounded chest. Make sure you come in for the legs and get his front paws done up. And give him a nice big backside too while you're at it. Bunny got back. And of course his tail. Wouldn't be a bunny without his tail, because honestly right now it kind of looks like a cat. Kind of like my logo. So I always use water to thin down my acrylic paint so it can be kind of translucent, so I did go over it a couple of times just to make sure that I had a really good opacity on that chocolate bunny. And once he's all filled in, and I can tell as he's drying that there's going to be no translucent spots, we're going to let him continue to dry. And then we'll get working on that thermal powder, because it'll be time to do the ears. So these are the products that I used, and you'll see that there's a blue and an orange thermal powder as well as the black. Now when I mix these, doing just blue and orange together is not going to give you brown. It's going to be a muddled color, so you really need that black thermal powder as well, basically to be your base. And then the orange and blue will react and make it become that chocolate brown that you're looking for. So once you get those mixed with a little bit of your no wipe top coat, now it's time to start drawing in those ears, getting them exactly where you want them in placement. Look like ears to me. I'm going to go over it a second time, and this time I'm going to be going over the edges and where I kind of want it to be 3D-ish, so that you have a separation between the ears and it has an inside to the ear. You're going to use that second layer to give it like a ridge for a 3D effect. Other important thing, turn it upside down in your lamp. Whenever you're trying to get something to be 3D and stand up off the nail, you're going to want to flip it upside down because gel polish is thin and it's just going to smooth out otherwise. Turning it upside down lets it pull downwards, which is going to pull it up off the nail when the nail is turned right side up. So once I have the ears done, I'm just going to take the no wipe top coat and go over just the chocolate bunny part, not over any of the pink background. This will make him nice and shiny and get him ready for all his details. Now I put some urban graffiti on my tile and I'm using my tiny little striping brush and I'm going to dot in an eye for him and give him a teeny tiny little nose. Just like on a chocolate bunny, how you've got those little indentations. Since we can't make indentations, we're going to make outdentations. Doing a little bit of the tuft on his chest. Some separation in the legs. And yes, definitely upside down for the cure. Now we're going to go over like the haunch, the leg, and get that drawn in. Now I didn't just make the like outline of the leg, I went and filled the entire leg in so that it really stood up off of the bunny to give it that 3D effect. And of course a big fluffy tail. Okay, now that that's all cured, I'm actually going to do his little ribbon around his neck now, and I'm using Wildflowers Puffy Gel in a really pretty pastel yellow. Using the same brush I was using before. I'm going to make the ribbon around the neck part first, making sure that it goes all the way to the edge so that it looks like it's wrapping around his neck. Now you won't have to put this in the lamp upside down because it is a 3D gel, and those will not settle on you. Only a top coat or a regular color polish will. I'm going to make the ends of the ribbon next before we do the bow part. And there we go, our little yellow bow. Alright, now we are on to the fun bits. I'm grabbing a tiny little dotting tool, and again, just my Urban Graffiti top coat, and I'm going to add, you don't have to do this part if you don't want to, but I'm going to add on some foil Easter eggs at the bottom of him, like he's kind of in an Easter basket. So I'm basically just taking the dotting tool and kind of drawing out these little oval shapes just to become eggs, and I'm going to do 4 of them. Now because I want those rays to look like eggs, definitely flash cure them upside down to keep that gel pulling upwards when the nail is right side up. Let it pull downward in the lamp to really give that rounded effect of the gel. Let gravity work for you. So I'm going to do 3 eggs by him and then 1 just off to the side right in front of his foot. Alright, and these are the 3 colors that I chose. I've got a holographic foil here, and this really makes it look like those actual Easter egg candies that come in little foils. So you want to take your foil glue, and I'm going to put it on egg 4 and egg 2, because we've done 4 of them, so I don't want these eggs touching. And I'm going to make these 2 eggs purple. Most importantly, let that glue dry 100%, guys. That's super important when it comes to foiling. Bam! There's our 2 purple eggs. Alright, now I'll do eggs 3 and egg 1. I'm going to do 1 of them in blue and 1 of them in green. Make sure you're doing really, really thin glue. If you glob the glue on there, it takes forever to dry and it kind of smushes when you do your foil. Ah, my favorite color, green. And there we go. Now we've got 4 foiled Easter eggs at his feet. Now you got to protect the foil, so I'm going to use the top coat with the dotting tool again and give them a coating. That'll seal the foil in and also make them look even more 3D because we're adding another layer on top of it. And again, upside down for that cure.
I didn't do that.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that everyone has an awesome and wonderful Easter. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. TTFM. Ta-ta for meow.